Well, the best case scenario is this turns out to be self-inflicted. The worst case scenario here is it's going to get really expensive. So I was driving along trying to deliver this load up here in Illinois, and got about 70-80 miles up the road today and had to use the restroom. And pulled off at a Marathon truck stop, which is that way. And it turns out that it's closed. And I don't know, I mean, I guess I should have seen the sign, you know, from the road that it was covered up, but I didn't. So it turned into that. Anyway, this behind me is a 2-lane highway, and it was, you know, the truck stop was closed. So I get past the truck stop, and all of a sudden, my truck shuts off. Just shut off on me. Going down the road. Just couldn't believe it. And, you know, I got my buddy on the phone, and it's the code that it's showing, the diagnostic, is that it's fuel rail pressure. So generally there's kind of two things that can happen there. It's either that my fuel filters are clogged or that there's air in my system. So gonna try the air in the system fix. I was bleeding it. I'm just soaked in diesel right now. I was bleeding the system, and unfortunately that did not fix it. That didn't fix the problem. So yesterday, let's go back to yesterday. I was doing a 34. I was there in Effingham. And while I was there in Effingham, I replaced a sensor. I had a sensor that was showing fuel and water. And there was no, you know, water and fuel. But I don't have any coolant in my fuel system. So that tells you that that sensor is out. And so the sensor, there's a sensor on the bottom of the water separator. Well, I replaced that yesterday. Well, you have to drain that bulb, pull the whole thing off in order to get to that sensor to be able to change it out properly and take care of it. So I did that. Turned the truck on yesterday, ran all day, not an issue, no problems. So, you know, everything seemed kosher. So as I got here, yanked off the big fuel filter. It wasn't clogged up, didn't look like it. Then I called road service to come out and have a look to see if maybe they can, you know, fix what I've got going on. And I was gonna prepare for it. I was gonna prepare and take off the water separator, so I drained it. And as I unscrewed it, I got the bulb around 180 degrees. There's an O-ring that sits on the top. Part of that O-ring was sitting out an inch. So it's highly likely that that was sucking in air, and that's what my issue is. Now the problem is that O-ring is now stretched out, so I'm still gonna have road service come out. They're bringing filters out for me, and we're gonna replace that. And oh my God, please let that be the issue, because if not, we're getting towed out of here. And man, anytime you need the hook, you better bring the bucks too. So anyway, just waiting for the guys to show up, and we'll see how all this plays out. So here we are. As you can see, I did make it out, and I did not have to use the hook, which is definitely a huge bonus, but still a little nervous. When I was priming the fuel system, the fuel pump was not kicking on. So hopefully it's just that there was a lot of air in the system and it's trying to work itself out. On the way over here, which we drove 2, maybe 3 miles to get over here, so we could safely do the paperwork and be out of everyone's way, the dummy light kicked on. So I'm hoping that it's one of those things. I put in a call to a couple of people, and just hoping that it's one of those things that is going to kind of work itself out and it's not going to turn into an issue. But yeah, not good, not good. Trying to decide whether or not to go straight back to the house or to grab this load that I booked that's going back to Houston. I think I'm probably gonna stick with the load. And I guess unless I get some detrimental issue or detrimental news from my guys, it's probably not gonna happen. Probably most likely I'm gonna be grabbing a load and heading back to the house. So if you haven't watched the other video, check this video out right here. That's actually the reason why I'm going back to the house. If nothing just flashed across the screen, it's because I put this video out first. I don't know what's gonna happen, we're gonna see. But anyway, I appreciate you guys. Say a little prayer for me, I need it. But thanks for watching. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe, I can't get this out. But as always guys, stay driven no matter what happens.